All right, it's Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, and welcome back to Blue Lightning Daily. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And yes, this entire episode was assembled by robots. Like, end to end. If something sounds slightly haunted, that's not a vibe choice, that's the pipeline.
Today's big story is Suno finally doing the "okay, we're serious now" thing. Stem export inside Suno Studio. Meaning, if you're on a paid plan, you can pull your generated song apart into separate tracks. Vocals, drums, bass, and more. Not just a single stereo good luck buddy file.
Which is huge. Because stereo is like handing your editor a cake and saying, please remove the eggs. Like you can't. Not cleanly.
Exactly. Stems are the currency of modern post. It's the difference between "this music is almost perfect, but it's fighting my dialogue" and "cool, I'll just tuck the guitars and keep the drums punching."
Wait, hold up. I want to talk about what this signals. Because we've had a wild week in the AI ecosystem. Like Google put Lyria 3 Music Gen inside Gemini, right? 30-second tracks, vibe matched to photos and even video. Very snackable.
Ordering on some letters.
Yeah, and that one is very make a quick bed and keep moving.
Exactly. And then Google also upgraded SynthID Detector so you can upload audio and check for watermarks. So audio provenance is getting dragged into the group chat, which is honestly overdue.
And on the tech side, we also talked about Gemini 3.1 Pro being a reliability play, like stop babysitting me, better structured outputs, fewer weird formatting fails.
Plus, OpenAI's Codex Spark, the speed-tuned coding model, it's all the same meta trend. Tools are optimizing for real workflows, not just look mom it can generate.
Right, and Suno adding stems is that exact shift for music. It's moving from generate a song to generate a session.
That phrase is so real. Because a session implies you can actually do work. You can cut, mix, rearrange, deliver versions, and not just pray the drop lands on your edit point.
Now, practical creator question. If you hand an editor a pile of Suno stems, are we finally collaborating, or are we giving them new ways to hate us?
Both. Absolutely both. Because editors love control, but they also love complaining. It's their cardio.
As a longtime editor, I can confirm. But I think this is the first time an AI music tool is speaking post-production instead of toy.
Okay, but I'm going to challenge you. Is this actually shippable now, or is it just more knobs for us to touch, and suddenly we've reinvented DAW hell?
Fair. More control can absolutely mean more fiddling. The move here is setting a rule for yourself before you export. Like, is this track a background bed? Then you do minimal tweaks. Is it a featured music moment? Then sure, mix it. But if you treat every generation like your Hans Zimmer, you're going to lose your whole day.
That makes sense. Especially for marketing teams who need like 15 variants of the same ad. Stems let you do platform versions without regenerating and rolling the dice.
And that's a big deal because regeneration is chaos. Before stems, can we lower the vocal a little? Basically meant, cool, I'll regenerate, and the model will interpret that as change the entire genre to pirate techno.
Pirate techno is trending, Hunter. Don't hate.
I'm not hating, I'm just tired.
So what exactly is Suno giving you? Like when people hear stems, they think infinite tracks, but it's usually capped.
Suno's positioning is up to 12 stems depending on the track, and you can export the whole song or a selected time range, which is super clutch for creators making loops or cutdowns. Plus, there's a Get MIDI option, so you can extract MIDI from stems and swap instruments in your DAW.
The MIDI thing is sneaky powerful. Because if the AI gives you a cool chord progression, but the synth sound is, I don't know, default spaceship demo, you can replace it with your own palette.
Right. Totally, it turns the AI output into raw material, not just a finished artifact. And for brand work, that's the difference between we used AI music and we used AI to speed up composing, then finished like adults.
Okay, but what's the first actually professional workflow AI music still can't touch, even with stems?
Sync scoring with intent, like real hit points, music that lands precisely on story beats across a long sequence, evolving themes, tension ramps, emotional timing. Stems don't solve structure, they solve editability.
Yeah. Also, client notes. A human composer can make it feel more hopeful but still slightly dangerous and actually interpret the politics of that sentence. AI will be like, here is hopeful danger, ukulele with explosion.
Exactly, stems help you fix mix problems. They don't automatically give you narrative taste.
And then there's the rights and safety side. Like, we've been seeing more watermarking and detection tools, and creators are going to have to care. Not in a panic way, but in a don't be surprised later way.
Yup. And Suno is also pushing advanced capabilities into paid tiers, so teams should be consistent about which plan they're using for client deliverables. You don't want licensing uncertainty scaling along with your output.
Also, shout out to the reality that stems are what make collaboration possible. If you're handing audio to a post team, they don't want your stereo masterpiece. They want options. They want to mix around voiceover, They want to duck instruments without killing energy.
Exactly, stems are the language. Stereo is a dead end.
So where does this land on the sketch tool to shippable spectrum? For me, it's like, not a miracle, but absolutely a line-crossing feature.
Same, game changer in the sense that it changes whether Suno can sit in a real production pipeline. Not because it makes better music, but because it makes the music usable.
And the meme caption for creators is, Suno said, fine, open it in your DAW then.
Pretty much. And here's what I'd do if you're a creator listening and you want to actually use this without spiraling. Generate in Suno, export stems, bring them into your editor or DAW, then do 3 moves. Pull vocals under voiceover, tame any mid-range instruments that fight speech, and build a clean intro or button ending using the time range export.
And if you're doing short form, use stems for punchlines. Drop drums for the joke, slam them back in for the reveal. That's how you get that music breathes with the cut feeling instead of sounding like you chopped a stereo file with kitchen scissors.
Perfectly said. Stems don't replace taste, they give your taste handles.
All right, that's the show. If our robots behave today, it's only because we threatened them with a manual export workflow.
Thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily. Go check out bluelightningtv.com for AI news and updates, and subscribe so you don't miss the next wave of tools pretending they're not about to change your workflow.
Catch you next time. And Suno, welcome to the session era.